ended up with $47 in sales. A few years ago, I launched my clothing brand and I didn't do any of this. And because I just thought that I could just throw a product out there, post it a couple times on Instagram, that everything was going to be good, everything was going to blow up. Wrong. Okay. So because I didn't do any of these steps or any of these things that I'm about to share with you, in that month, I ended up with $47 in sales. Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, make sure that you hit the subscribe button because I think we've been doing good with the uploads. First of all, I always say that you're either going to learn something new, gain a different perspective, or get some encouragement over here. I want to be talking about, by the title, y'all already know, we're talking about what you need to be doing before you launch the business, before you decide to go buy all this inventory, before you decide to go produce the products and go overseas to even trying to get a vendor and etc. I'm gonna need you to pause. Let's do this right here. So these things are in no particular order, but I want you to save this video. I want you to share it with your friends, 3, 4, 5, 6, how many ever friends that you want to share it with. I need you to share this video. If you know a friend who got a business and their sales are not doing good, maybe you're the friend whose sales are not doing good and you just launched your business and you think about giving up, let's do this right quick. So first things first, these are in no particular order, but we're just gonna make sure that you are implementing these things heavily. So what I like to do is to create a 60 to 90 day strategy. Now it is very simple. Of course, I know I feel like I always say that, but it's simple. It is very simple and it's easy to implement. But I think a lot of us rush so quickly to wanting to put something out there and start selling and open our website that we forget that the foundation is what's going to keep us open and what's going to bring people to us. So the first things first, when you are about to launch a product, when you're about to launch a business, we're going to focus on, of course, physical products. I say this could also work for digital products, but more so, I know a lot of people have physical products that I usually talk to. So the number one thing that I'm going to always tell y'all is you need to know what your product is and who your product is for. I'm going to always say that that's something that hands down, it's the motto. At this point, it's the motto. And once you learn what your product is and who your product is for, everything else flows so much easier. I didn't say it wouldn't be challenging, but it just flows so much easier once you understand your foundation. Then we could go on to making sure that our product is a need. Any product can be made a need. If you watching this, comment down below. My product is a need. There's a difference between a want and a need, and we all know this. But there are a lot of things, y'all know this, we do this all the time. We might go in a store and there are things that we do not need. But in our brain, we have wired it to say, I need that. And it may be something that is just so simple. It could be a t-shirt or something. We necessarily don't need another t-shirt if you already have plenty at home. You just want a new one for tonight or tomorrow or this whenever. But you put it in your head that you need it when it's technically a want, okay? So you have to figure out, how am I going to make my product a need for my... Okay, y'all know I'm going to use this example because it's more easier, of course, and I can definitely relate to it. Just say if you have a t-shirt brand, and let's be honest, nobody really needs another t-shirt. Like, we talking about regular people every day. They already got them at home. They already have stuff to wear. They don't necessarily need to add another thing to their closet. Most of the time, they need to clean the closet out. If you're creating a clothing brand, you have to build the message and the vision behind this brand, because instead of it just being a t-shirt, people are going to buy into the message. People are going to buy into the saying, the whatever you have going on. They're going to buy into something that you are doing. So if you have a mental health brand, clothing brand, what if you decide to put graphics on there or words on there, those words need to hit emotions. So for clothing, it's usually going to be emotions that it needs to hit. So if you have a saying on it that people can relate to, just say if you go for single mothers who are struggling with mental health issues, then that is going to be a community and a niche that you cater to, and you have to hit emotions and learn how this single mother feels, what she do throughout the day, like what can help her emotionally, how can I make my brand relatable to where she can grasp and understand it, to where it is now a need for her because she is glad that somebody understands her. So let's just say that we go with our 60-day strategy style. It could go to 90 days, which is kind of what I would prefer, but I'm just going to say 60 because I know I've worked with a couple of people that we've done 60 days before. So the first 30 days is going to be your setup days. It's going to be like your back end work, you know, your legalization. We're not talking about any of that part in this video, maybe for the next one, but it's going to be stuff like getting your EIN number, getting your legalization done, like your LLC or your sole proprietorship. It's going to be stuff like your back end setup, right? Getting your business email address, your business bank account, those things. That's the first 30 days, is making sure all of that is straight. Your second 30 days is going to be making sure that everything that the customer is going to see on the front end is right. So now we're going into our website, and now we're going into starting to create our fear of missing out. And now we're going into posting online and posting our pictures and stuff like that. Within these 30 days, or this second half of this 30 days, is when I would make sure that I'm sending products to influencers so that they can start posting, okay? You are in the phase of making your audience not want to miss out, which is creating that fear of missing out, right? So after we got past the first 30 days, we're on the second half of the 30 days, which is now we're going to make sure that once we send things out to influencers that are in our community and in our niche. If you haven't watched the influencer video that I talked about of how I turned $30 into a little over $3,000, I'm gonna need you to go and watch that, okay? We're gonna either put it right here or put it in the description box, okay? That is going to be something that pushes your brand out way faster, is to get in the face of other people. If you don't have a big following on social media, which you do not have to have this humongous following, your job is still to make sure that not only are you going to tap into your own audience, but you're going to tap into other people's audience. So we're going to make sure that we're sending our products to influencers within these 30 days and that they are posting, okay? That they are definitely posting the products. So while they're doing this, you're not open yet. You're not ready to start selling yet. You're building that brand awareness. You're building your email list. You're building your text list, okay? And that is by consistently posting on social media platforms. And I will only stick to one or two. It can already get overwhelming within this part. So we can stick to Instagram and TikTok. Or if you want to do Facebook and Instagram, whichever one, I feel like you should choose at least one or two to consistently post on while you're building your brand, right? So once you start sending things out to influencers, we're going to then create a password page. So if you're going to be with Shopify, which is what I highly recommend anyway for physical products, they have what you call a password page. And on that password page, your audience is only going to be able to see one page that they can put their email address in for when you launch. So when you launch, they're going to then get that email once you send it out to them. So that password page will say something like, hey, we launch on this day, and put your email address in to get 10% on launch day, etc. Don't miss it. See you then, or see you soon. Something like that. But they're not going to see all the back end stuff. They're not able to order right now. But it's like if an influencer is wearing your item and people are coming to this page and they already want it, the hype is going up, the videos could be blowing up, etc., then you want to make sure that you're catching them. You want to make sure that you are staying in the front of their mind at all times. So not only are you going to be capturing their emails through this password page, but we're going to go to the back end, okay? Okay, so within the back end, you're going to be then consistently sending out emails. When I say consistently, I'm talking about daily. And I know it probably seemed like a lot, but it's really not. It's really, really not, okay? So once we're in these 30 days, this second half of the 30 days, now we're kind of easing on to our next month. We kind of push you a little bit in the 90-day phase, but we're just going to go over a little bit, okay? Because that going over a little bit, you're then going to be sending out emails or text messages or both very consistently. If you have Shopify, they already have a email software that's already embedded, like located in the back of their system. And it is free up to a certain amount of emails that you send out. So that's fine for beginners as well. Now, during this, you're going to be sending out emails such as what your brand's about, your vision, and then sharing the products with them, what this product stands for, who came up with this product, the mission behind this product, the message behind the product. If you want to know all about emails as well, make sure that you either click this video I'm gonna put up here or it's in the description box, because I got you all around the board. I got you, okay? But at this point in phase, I want to make sure that you know what it is when it comes to launching your brand, okay? And things that I wish that I would have done. They sound simple, but they do take work and consistency. So just to recap and go over again, the top things that I would do before I launch my brand is, number one, know what my product is and who my product is for. Number two, we have to create the fear of missing out. You have to. Like, it's just something, it could be the worst product in the world, but if everybody else feel like they're gonna miss out on it, or if it's sold out, we gonna make sure that we get in line next time to at least get our own opinion on it, at least put our own review on it, even though we feel like it's the worst product in the world, okay? The next thing you're gonna do is make sure your product is a need. I don't care if it's dirt off of the ground. What does that dirt serve? Okay, what is the purpose of the dirt? So make sure that your product is a need. And the next thing, of course, these are in no particular order. Like I said, we're going to do the 60 to a little over 60-day time frame strategy, which is all of what I'm telling you right now. The next thing is you're going to make sure that you stay in the front mind of your customers. You have to stay in the front. I always say this: if you're not in the front, you're in the back. Okay? It's no in the middle. We don't even want to be in the middle. It's either the front or the back. The next thing is, of course, you need to send your items to influencers. This is going to play heavily on a really good launch. I'm telling you, it's going to play really well on a really good launch, okay? And the next thing, of course, is creating that password page so your potential customers can already be coming to your website, but it's the password page before you ever launch. That is the biggest thing. You need to be creating that hype. You need to already have that email list and that community built up way ahead of time. If not, you're going to be talking to yourself on launch day. Get it from me. I hope these small tips helped, and I know they were basic and pretty much to the point, but if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you next time.